folks, let's take a look at number 9. So here we have a piecewise function. This looks like I'm going to say the left piece, because when x is less than 1, we're up here. And I think of x is less than 1 as the left half of a graph. And then when x is greater than or equal to 1, we're on x plus 1, right? And so just kind of thinking about the breaking point, right? If we think about the xy plane, I'm not going to graph both of these, but at x equals 1, there's a breaking point. To the left of this, there's a square root function, and to the right of this, x equaling 1, there's a linear function. So let's evaluate f of -1 and f of 1. Find what those two y values are, and then add them together and see what we get. So I'm going to start with what I'm going to consider the easier of the two options. I'm going to look at f of 1. And if I look at this input, right, this is the x value. F of 1 collectively is the y value, but if I'm plugging in x being 1, I have to decide top piece or bottom piece. And if x is equal to 1, then it's going to be in this bottom piece, because this is where x is greater than or equal to 1. So if I want to find f of 1, and I'm on the bottom piece, I'm going to do 1 plus 1, and I'm going to get 2. So I'm going to keep in mind this whole quantity is 2. All right, so f of 1 is equal to 2. Okay, great. Let's find f of -1. If I want to think about this input, right, if this is now my x value, well, -1 is less than 1, so I'm actually going to be on this top piece. All right, so when I plug in -1, I'm going to plug -1 in right here. So f of -1 is going to be the square root of -1. Okay, and we can take a look at that. So if I've got the square root of -1, well, negative of -1 is +1, and the square root of 1 is 1. So f of -1 is equal to 1. Okay, so now let's combo these. I need to do f of -1, and I need to add to it f of 1. Well, we found out f of -1 is 1. We found out f of 1 is 2. And when I do 1 plus 2, I'm looking at 3. So that is ultimately my answer. And if we kind of take a step back, I'm plugging one of my x values into the top piece, I'm plugging one of my x values into the bottom piece, and then I'm adding those two separate y values that I found, right? So top piece, or I should say technically bottom piece was 2, top piece gave me 1, 1 plus 2, 3. All right, thanks so much, bye.